Yo, yo, yo. What is going on? My name is Regan Thompson. We are here at Syndicate store. This is the Syndicate podcast, and I just moved from that side to the middle, and it's really weird to get used to. To my left is Yak Wheel. To my right is Kind Regards Keaton. In real life, they go under the pseudonym Keaton Mitchell and Dylan Connell. We have a question from my man, Kevin Austin, on the Instagram. I did a post saying any comment, suggestion, topic you bring up on this Instagram post will be a topic on the podcast. So that's what we're doing, going through all these comments and doing our best to answer them. What did Kevin ask us, Yak Wheel?
So Kevin asked, what are the most valuable qualities / attributes that scootering offers an individual or collective? It's a very good question.
What are the most valuable qualities and attributes that scootering offers an individual and a collective?
Well, I'll just
two parts, individual and collective.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Well,
one and the same.
I'll just go ahead and say I think determination to get what you want to be done. Like without scootering, like, you know, I probably would have given up on a lot of things in life if, you know, I wasn't so used to like maybe trying months or weeks to, you know, get that trick.
Yep.
I think that really teaches you the skill of patience and determination and to not give up on what you want to achieve.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that's like a very easy lesson to teach if you know, don't try hard for things in life, which a lot of people that don't have like an outlet as difficult as scootering, you know, they don't get taught that lesson very easily. And I think having like the passion for riding and, you know, that determination not being such a chore, I don't know, I think it just like comes naturally, but it's also a very valuable skill to have.
Bro, what an answer.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I think keep going if you... So, yeah.
No, I was just going to say, I think something that makes that little bit easier as well is like, obviously the passion that, I mean, I know that we all have for scootering. Just having...
Sorry.
Oh, I thought you may have been cueing me to be...
No, I'm like testing my mic. Yeah.
I think that makes that lesson easier as well, having something that you're so passionate about. You know, like, what else are you going to do in the hot sun for 3 hours, like, exhausting yourself completely other than trying to get a clip? Like...
Work. People do that and they like they do it because they have to and they like get paid for it and stuff, and like most of the time scooter riders, for a good portion of the time you're doing it, you're not getting paid, or at least not a reflective amount. Like, man, scooter riders fucking put some work in.
Absolutely.
I think as for like a collective, I guess he means like a crew or like a... Yeah,
crew or community. Could be anything, but probably a crew. I mean, Kevin, maybe. He might be referencing the whole world. Like, what could scootering do for the whole world? But probably crew. Probably crew. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just going to say crew for this because I think that makes the most sense, you know, a team or a crew.
Yeah.
I think it, like, you know, offers... like the ability to learn to work with people, I think. Like, you know, you're going out with a filmer, a couple of teammates. Like, so many times I've been at a spot where we need a spotter for the road, a filmer, you know, someone to...
Second angle?
Yeah, second angle, 2 filmers. Like, a lot of work...
Not Dylan, he'll just do both.
Yeah.
A lot of work goes in just for, like, one clip. And I think it requires, like, sometimes 4 or 5 people to like be there and all work together to get this one thing done for, you know, 1 or 2 people, whoever's getting, you know, clips.
Yeah, easily.
So, you know, like, I think it teaches you teamwork and how to work with people, so you can all benefit and get what you want out of riding, I think. And that can be like translated to all other aspects of life. You know, like getting a job somewhere, like you have to learn to work with people, and scootering, you know, it sort of teaches you that in a fun way. And aside from that, going back to like the individual part of it, you know, obviously it offers you friendships, you know, lifelong memories, opportunities, whether it be like travel, working in scootering, you know, sponsorships, whatever you're looking to get out of scootering. If you like work hard at it, you can get it. So it offers you a lot of things. Like for me, it's like a lifestyle. Like I couldn't imagine where I'd be without scootering. Definitely not here in this room talking about scooters.
Yeah.
So
Probably not.
yeah, I don't know. I think scootering has given me my whole life, really, personally.
Man, something I thought of, like, in regards to filming, patience like with others. Like
not when it's
filming
you
somebody.
trying the trick, because he did say patience when you're learning tricks and stuff.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
like with others, like like filming somebody for 3 hours and telling them every time, like, you fucking got this.
When in your head you're like,
my back
please
is about
land
to
it.
give in. Like,
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get arthritis in my lower back from Hopwood alone.
from hopping alone, dude.
yeah, it's like what? Who else would you do that for? You know, again, not getting paid, like none of this, but like it's just, some crazy attributes that scooter riders and obviously skateboarders, BMX riders, like, that they have that not many people on the planet like have.
That's like a big, that like connection, that brotherhood, like the amount of missions I went out with Reese and Nathan and a bunch of other fam hungry dudes earlier on, that like changed me and like formed this, like, because you know, who else would you go and film and do that shit with, and who else would you struggle to be able to like freaking pay your rent so you could all stay like in the one house on the weekend so that you could maximize going out, getting clips, like scooter riders, friends, crews, teams, fam hungry dudes, friendly dudes, native brand. There's been so many times where group efforts have gone into like group struggle and people that you're super close to, and one of them goes through some shit and stuff like that. Like, what I was trying to say is all the missions I've been out with the boys earlier on formed this, like, I could fucking do anything with this group of people. I could take over the world. And that's what a big part of, you know, me starting my business is, because I had these freaking people like with me that I know through knowing that they will do, like, film me, or if someone's gonna do something, because, you know, we're out in the streets, we piss people off, I have to know that the people that are with me will like have my back, like blood and knuckles and everything. If it happens, it doesn't happen very rarely, very, very rarely, but still, like, you have to. It's like it's the brotherhood. It's like a gang, like this.
Running out of private property and jumping fences and all of that. Like,
if someone gets, if something happens, you gotta know that they're gonna have your back, and I know that my homies do that, and that's like having that in your life. I got that through scootering, and I had a bit of a street life before scootering. I didn't really have that and people like that, maybe a few, but not what I have from the dudes I know through scootering. Having that in your corner, knowing that you have a group of people that like have your fucking back, like for real, that's so valuable. That's insane. Yeah. You know, sure. we would all say anything, call me anytime, any place, and I'll be there. You know, that's like all through the shit we've gone through from our scooters, from the riding together and shit. Funny little story, because I was mentioning that early days Fam Hungry, and the name Fam Hungry comes from one time one of the boys was there's two places it comes from. There's a song by Flows who says, "My whole fam's hungry. I ain't trying to take a wallet. Loose change from a stranger doesn't fade away the problem. Nah, steal from the rich and give to the poor to bring peace to those living in war." Anyway, that's the anthem and the the deep meaning behind all this shit. But my whole fam's hungry. That line, one of the boys was trying to touch a llama in a park. And we were trying to egg him on, like, nah, touch it, you're fine. And he's like, nah, I don't want to, I can't get close to it. I'm like, just pat it. If he does anything, fam hungry, bro. Like, we fucking got you. Like, I can't remember if he touched the llama or not, but yeah, that's where fam hungry comes from, and that's what it means. Like, fam hungry means.
I've never heard that story. That's
like,
crazy.
If anyone comes near you, like, fucking got you. Yeah. Like. And not in a literal sense of anyone, if anything.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, to have that in your life, to have shit like that powerful and meaningful, a big valuable thing from scootering that I've gotten. Yeah.
I was thinking about a couple of, like, in my opinion, quite underrated things. That scootering offers you, and one of those things is like purely just having a passion, like just having something that you're passionate about. Like, you know, I just always thought that was normal. I always thought it was normal to like have your thing. You know, like you are a person, and like you find something, and you just like that's your everything from that point. You know, for me it's been scootering and it's been hip hop. Yeah. But I've met people, you know, and you know, like I mean, my partner Kristen. You know, and she didn't have that, and it's just like it blows my mind seeing people who are like, no, I just like I don't have that thing. Like, you know, like I want to go out and like I don't know, maybe I'll go bowling or maybe I'll go to the park today, and in me I'm like I just want to go.
You need
scooter.
A thing, yeah.
Like it's like I'm not interested in that or whatever. Like I.
Obsessed.
And I think that's just like
obsession.
So amazing because I'm never not like. I'm never looking for something. I'm never like wondering what I want to do or you know, whatever.
I'm so bored.
Like, I have not been bored since I touched a scooter at 12 years old. And like I've heard grown adults say like, man, I'm bored. I'm like, I don't have enough time to do the things that I'm in love with. Like I just want to like, I
want to replicate myself so I can live this twice.
That's how people fall into the fucking 5-day work week, and then they just live for the weekend, so they can get fucked up and forget their week that they've just had, and then do it all again,
and then die.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like,
So I agree. It's good to have that passion.
Scootering's definitely better than that.
It's good to have that passion for something. You know, I couldn't imagine what it'd be like without it. Like, I don't know what I'd be doing.
Oh,
for sure,
man.
Probably what I just explained.
In a way, it's a bit bittersweet, but it's not scootering. It's passion and obsession, which
for sure.
Kind of what you were just saying. Like it's, if God forbid I just like woke up and scootering was erased from my memory tomorrow, it would just be like golf. Like lately, I love golf, and it could just as easily be like anything else. In a way.
Yeah, like, maybe that's a trait of a scooter rider. Maybe that's a common trait that we all as individuals actually have. As like, we are the type of people to chase a passion. You know, to want to have that thing. I had a thought though. What I was just saying, that then I could contradict myself. What I just said about the golf. If you know, say it was golf or whatever it is. Your question is, you know, valuable qualities, attributes you get from scootering. I wouldn't get them from golf. If for my last 10 years of my life I had been golfing, I would not have got from that what I've gotten from scootering. All that shit I was just saying I got unless
from
you're doing street golf like your recent idea.
I do have a street golf league like planned out. But that's
no, for sure, 100%.
Scootering, you definitely get, and that's a way of mental framework you could like show to other people is like all that shit I just said I get from scootering. They wouldn't get that from basketball
Yeah,
team.
like
they'd have
you don't
their
film
homies.
your homie for 3 hours straight. Trying
They
a single
train.
dunk.
They train and stuff though, and
Yeah,
they
yeah.
all
Oh,
got to
yeah,
be
yeah.
in
Yeah,
it together.
yeah. No,
Like
for sure.
they do have that element.
Yeah.
But
No, you're right.
yeah, I guess you could just say in this sense, like scootering. I mean, with the illegal.
Yeah.
Illegal. You know, there's things about it that make it a bit freaking different to, basketball and
sure.
soccer and
I
stuff.
think
like
it like takes qualities from a lot of different things and puts them together.
yeah,
Like,
the skill sets.
yeah,
end up
like
getting
the
from it.
teamwork aspect of like making a video or like writing spots with people. Yeah, you can like learn teamwork in basketball or soccer or something like that, but there's like just something about it that feels more real than like any team sport for me anyway. I don't know, I just
And all of and also like all of the other skills that isn't the act of riding a scooter that comes with being a scooter rider, that like filming, editing, you know, like like our basketball players or our golfers like out there, like, you know, that passionate that they're like wanting to design golf clubs like we are, and like or like, you know, making these video projects and, you know, like going outside of the actual act of golf, you know, and doing everything that they can in that space. A lot of scooter riders I know like are really interested in so much more than the act of scootering, but a lot of the other elements that come with
because
it.
I think it's because we haven't developed, you know, our scene or our, I guess, sport, just to call it something, you know, hasn't developed to its full potential. It might be very hard to like break into the golf scene and like design world-class golf clubs and everyone buy them, or let alone everyone stocks them. You know, I find that with scootering there's like a lot of love to be given and received from people. Like if I was to design a product for any other scene, you know,
You can't imagine it being received as well as
like
in
good luck getting it
scootering,
into
Like if you designed a skate graphic right now for at the bottom of a board and was like, tried to get that to blow up, it would just be
well, even with skateboarding, it's very similar. I think
too similar, or not too similar.
I
but I'm saying like in the way that like scootering, with how small it is, like you can easily break through into the market. You know what I mean? You just try designing a skate graphic and like go to, I don't know, Parliament and be like, you just want to stock this? You know what I mean? Like what's the chances that like
there's
probably less chance, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, I think there's a lot of love in the scooter scene, which can help people actually get to the stage where they want to venture outside of just riding the scooter.
Yeah.
With other sports, it'd be very hard.
Like, what would that what opportunities and pathways and trajectories would come from other things?
Like if you're a basketballer, you're gonna 3D model a basketball and get them made. Like
like if you're a basketballer, it's a pretty clear career path. Like
referee or player,
like, referee, coach. Like although I'm sure a basketball podcast would look at this. You freaking idiots! Like we've got, they would have all their things. But would you say you ever would have got to the level of competency you have with video technology if it wasn't for scootering? And before he answers that, I was in charge of the camera today, so the shit's like flickering and stuff like that. It's got nothing to do with him. His props is in video parts.
Well, no, I don't think so, because I did a digital media course like just after high school, and pretty much just bailed from that because I fucking hated it. Like they were trying to teach me things like, one, I already knew, and two, like I was just not interested in what they were trying to teach. You know, they were trying to teach us how to write scripts and like how to shoot certain things that I didn't want to shoot.
You're like, I'm just trying to learn how to scooter stuff.
I'm just trying to get my Centrelink. Like, so I was like, oh, why not? But it might be beneficial to my, you know, knowledge of cameras and whatnot. But it wasn't. I just didn't care for what they were trying to.
Did you drop out of that?
Yeah, I did.
Did you lose your Seno?
No.
Nice.
Dude,
I dropped
you
out.
You could start a full videography course specifically related to extreme sports and like, well, you know, skateboarding, scootering, BMX.
He wasn't here, was he?
No.
We're doing it. It's a free course through Syndicate on. One of the things was
on YouTube.
Just
I was saying like well, I was saying like a while ago that you should do.
Begin the getting a bit off
Tutorials.
topic for
Yeah.
the thing, but in the other video we were saying we promised that Dylan is going to do a video that just outlines like, all right, if you're a beginner, filmer, this is the camera you should get, this is the fisheye you should get, this is the long lens you should get, this is how you should use them, like proper actual, if you want to do this shit. Because it was on the topic of what video parts need more of and filmers, and well, where are the filmers? We've got to train them.
Yeah.
Train them, don't blame them. Anyway, Scootering gives us ability to think like that. Who thinks like that? Like we're like, oh, we want to grow our scene. We're going to like just make YouTube videos teaching kids how to like film and do courses teaching kids how to scoot and teach other kids how to scoot. Scootering, man, that's beautiful. That's like gnarly level of shit, I think. What
Should
a
we,
valuable attribute.
Should we all caps how to become the best filmer in 5 minutes?
Oh my god.
Do we have anything else on
Yeah, I was going to say, like,
Kevin's
in
valuable
regards to the
attributes?
collective, you know, you're talking about crews. I think I do want to touch on, like,
because
Planet.
that's
you know, I think, like, I think we've just been outlining that, you know, all of the amazing qualities that you can adopt as a scooter rider, you know what I mean? The brotherhood, the connection, the patience, all of these things. I think, like, it all at the end of the day plays into how you react or how you
interpret.
No, how you, I suppose, integrate into society and the outside world, outside of scootering. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I just think that there are traits that I have, and they're here because I scooted, and they're positive traits in my opinion, and I want to push that outwards. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I think everything that we've spoken about today can.
It all goes into it's not just crew and small groups of friends. It's like that could scale out to whole
for sure.
towns, communities, countries. Like it's a framework for humans in general. Like,
I think as well what it can, you know, bring into your life is like acceptance of people. Like, because if you're a scooter rider, there's going to be all different riders of all ethnicities, you know, genders, like sexualities, whatever it might be.
Just personalities.
Yeah, like, and you don't, like, it doesn't matter, like, to anyone as long as, like,
Unless they're dicks.
Huh?
Unless they're dicks.
Yeah, as long as you're a good person. it doesn't matter, but you still wouldn't hate them because of those reasons that I just listed.
Exactly, for sure.
Yeah.
So I think, like, with scootering, I think there's very minimal, like, racism and sexism and, like, all of that toxic
I've never
stuff,
seen it.
you know?
Yeah, we might not be big enough for it to, because those are kind of
you know,
things
I've,
that are
like,
just like
interacted
they're
with
in
many people.
society because, you know, if they're in society, they're in basketball or scootering or
for sure.
But things like scootering, skateboarding tend to weed out that shit like real quick.
For sure.
Yeah, I feel like if there was a pro rider being openly, like, let's say racist, like, they're not going to be a pro rider anymore.
No.
You know, like, you see, like, people of, like, fame, you know, that might say something offensive or whatnot, and they sort of get a bit of backlash, but then it's like, just, you know, oh, well, who cares? They made a mistake. But I feel like, you know, we hold people accountable if they're shit people.
Yeah. Scootering does.
Like the riders. So I think, like,
Again, because we're passionate.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, we want this scene to be what we want it to be. Like, we want it to be full and, you know, proper and, so.
Yeah, so I think it definitely has taught me acceptance. You know, obviously everyone grows up around, you know, well, not everyone, but the majority of people will grow up around, like, people that make racist remarks and, like, just shitty, you know, just shit people. You know, they're everywhere. But in scootering, like, there's less of them than I've ever seen.
Than you see in other walks of your life. Yeah, for sure. I could agree with that, for sure.
So, acceptance, I guess, it's taught me as well. It's very valuable.
It's a funny... That what you just said there kind of reminds me of this thing. Every now and then I see it pop up on the internet, and it's like a skateboarding. Like, when you go to the skate park, we don't see race, gender, or this or that, or all these things that people use to be shit people and fight about whatever. but then we only see skateboarding or scootering.
Yeah, 100%.
It's always perplexed me that it seems like skaters or people, not just skaters but street sports, skate park users, any skate park user, they would all say like, oh yeah, like, you know, that's the thing that's different about skate parks. When you come to the skate park, like, we're all like, this is an army, like this, we're all like good, this is community. Unless you ride a scooter, then
Yeah. Dude, I swear, like,
way
in the
less,
same year, like Brian Anderson, like, comes out as gay. Yeah, I swear in the same year, Enjoy makes that Scooters Suck grip tape.
Dude.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's like, it's crazy. It's so obvious and blatantly there. This, like, we are so supportive of, you know, the LGBTQ community, but we're still going to put out this Scooters Suck.
You know what I think with that situation, what's more ironic is not long before they put that out, they posted about Ben Ramers, one of their skaters, taking his own life because of mental health issues.
Yeah.
Like, that is the most hypocritical.
Yeah.
And then being like, scooters suck. It's like, oh, so as a big skateboarding company, you put out a physical product, like targeting this huge like group of people who are right now at this time dealing with lots of people normally older than them, like, teasing them.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucked, bro. Like, kids,
Yeah.
Who they're really, I mean, probably they're really talking to us, the older scooter riders, these Enjoy dudes, but who it, you know, who it hits ends up being like, little just 15-year-old scooter riders, like, end up getting teased at, you know, normalizing
I think who
that
they're targeting really is like under 10-year-olds.
Yeah, well,
probably.
Who they really dislike is the people snaking them. I don't think it's that anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I think it quickly developed into just like, we just hate you because we hate you.
Yeah,
I think it's I think it's even a level higher than that. I think it's they're not worried about the kids snaking them. They don't just hate you because they hate you. They're like, fuck, this is legit. Like, this is actually what the way they ride, the way they dress, the way they're hitting these rails. They're like, oh, that's actually sick. But I've built this persona around being like, nah, I'm way cooler than that because of what I do, so you're not. So it's another thing scootering gives you, is a way of just breaking down and looking at hectic
What I was going to say
things
is like resilience.
That. Got 2 minutes, go.
I was going to quickly say then resilience. Like
resilience.
Yeah. Like, I mean, being a 12-year-old, you know, 12 to 18, and being told by every stranger you ever meet, like, what are you doing on that thing? Like, you're either a scooter fag, like, that shit's lame, or like, you know,
get a skateboard.
Adults, like, you know, that's not going to get you anywhere. Like, why are you still on a scooter for?
You're too old for
all of
that
that.
scooter.
Like, exactly. Like, you
How'd
know,
you tell your parents you were gay?
You know, probably even, I mean, I've never experienced it personally, but, you know, dealing with or trying to get women, or trying to, you know, get a romantic partner of whatever race, whatever gender, sorry, you know, all of that. And I'm sure so many people have encountered, you know, being spoken down to
for it, and still, kept
pushing
going.
forward.
The resilience is, big thing. That's a big thing you learn from scooting.
Being that scooter rider in front of the camera, trying clips, and, you know, again, the resilience that it takes to, you know.
We can wrap it up on 29 minutes, or we can press stop start. And do we want to? We happy with that?
I've got one more thing to say.
Just in case the camera did cut us off, that was a really good.
Yeah. So in regards to the Enjoy Scooters Suck grip tape, always wanted to do a skateboarding is sick grip tape.
Yeah.
I think that'd be just so funny and true, because I love skateboarding.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Okay, so just like you held me on the other video for like a product you wanted to see from Token, now we have to see that grip tape from Cypher.
Yeah, that like has to. I mean, I'm ready to pre-order at least 20 for Syndicate like right now. So
yeah, I'll cop one.
Yeah, he'll cop one full retail.
Yeah.
Well,
and I own a grip tape company.
Maybe I'll have to do it. Who knows? I'll see.
Yeah. It's funny though how you say like you love skateboarding. Like we kind of ended up talking a little bit about a lot about skateboarding at the end of this, but yeah, never have I ever like seen a scooter rider been like, oh, fuck, that's lame, like, and hate on it. Like you just like cop the shit, and be like,
give props back.
Yeah, and be like, dude, that kickflip was fucking dope. Anyway.
All right. Well, thank you, Kevin, for that.
Yeah, what an amazing question. We've had a big night tonight. We've been filming this shit
Went
for
a little
like
bit off topic, so
yeah, that's all right.
maybe you can sit through that.
That's the point of it. The questions are only to get us talking.
Yeah.
So, although beautiful question, did love answering that, and it went in some cool directions. But yeah, I was saying we've had a pretty long night, probably like 4 hours of straight filming at this point. 3 and a bit for him.
5 for us. We started at like probably 4:30.
Yeah, true. Anyway, long
10 p.m.
session
already.
trying to get through all these questions. Batteries flashing red. I just thought that was such a sick way to end off a big night of filming, is that like more philosophical question. And I think as we keep doing this, I think we should definitely try and kind of keep that going, is have our more clinical, literal questions and you know, try and get into some more deeper philosophical spots around scootering for the
Save the banger for the end, I guess.
the end. It can be the token consciousness level raising sponsored ending section
I'll be in
of the
middle next time.
podcast.
I'll answer in that.
Yeah,
I'll host
yeah,
it.
you sit in the hot seat. All right. Yeah, so I actually, if anyone made it through all this in one sitting, because I'm actually thinking I want to do this as the Q&A megasode now, instead of splitting them
Christ.
all up, and just, I don't know if I will or not. Maybe this will all be split
Maybe like
out.
one a day.
Nah, bro, the Q&A megasode 6 hour
Oh.
fucking boom, with timestamps on all the things.
Yes,
You
yeah.
can, you know, no ads, none of that shit. Who cares?
No.
Right.
Thank you for watching. Peace out.
Peace.